Here we are in the little mini shop. And starting to get it to come together. Kind of organized a little bit. Like I said, I did a bunch the other day. Got 2 shelves underneath here. We got the fridge and the microwave there. So we did another shelf across right there. Re-supported these shelves so that they can hold more weight now. Redid the leg on this so that it matches up. And got this over here, the compressor in the corner here. Got the hose reel up there. And then shop vac and other stuff. I still need to organize a little bit of that. And then the welders here still need to run the 220 plug. That will get done this weekend, I promise. So we're almost ready. I just got to pick up some more of the tools from the storage. So I'll pick up those. And got the list back up. I forgot to show that. I think I showed it. But it's just hanging a couple screws up top right there. And that divides my side from my wife's side, kind of. Because, well, it's actually the household side, I should say. Not my wife's side. So that's done. Everything is really starting to come together. This building still needs to be level. We're trying to hang the shelves. Because see underneath the air conditioner, we put 3 more shelves right there. And we're trying to put them. This one's put up level, and then all of a sudden it hit me. I was like, "Oh crap! Why is this level?" Because the whole building's not level. It's about a quarter and a half of a bubble off. So we set these all a quarter and a half of a bubble off with the mini shop. So then that way, when we lift it up, they'll be level. But we're not going to be able to go to the Ante Up show. We were looking at our finances, and we need to put away money for our daughter to have a little bit of dental work. And really, it's like preventive maintenance. We're getting a tooth of hers pulled out to make space for the adult teeth so that her adult teeth don't get messed up completely. So we need to put money away for that. But we already have Magic Spring Pass tickets. So we're going to go to Magic Springs today and have some fun out there at the water park and on what few roller coasters we do have. We're going to go do that, and then possibly a concert tomorrow night. But in the middle of that, I'm trying to get some stuff done in here and get things organized. And then we're also going to possibly go to a concert tomorrow night, like I said. But before that time, tomorrow in morning through the afternoon, I'll be straightening up stuff in here, possibly getting some more stuff from over there, and get the Ranger cleaned out. Because the Ranger, got all my things up, my Budweiser's, my daughter's little board there. Let's go outside. Look, I still got my fat bike. And my wife's got her fat bike. And there's our skinny daughter. My stepping stones. See, so I can walk across. So I don't get my feet all muddy. And the Ranger's still out here. What you doing? Oh, they're coming back pretty good. Now that you're starting to... Look, all these are buds for strawberries.
Whoa.
Yes. That's awesome.
The rain last night also helped it.
Well, yeah. But yeah, keep them watered. Her cabbage is starting to head. We had a problem with some inchworms that got into it. But we found out online that if you take a cornmeal and you spray it with water, sprinkle cornmeal, the worms eat the cornmeal, swell up and die. So, but yeah, you can see the head starting to form right here. It's all folding in on itself. So freaking cool. Just got to keep it watered, baby.
I gave it 2 of these already.
Okay. And we'll do 2 more when we get back.
Yeah.
The driveway is full. We got the little tracks there, Silverado and the Ranger. We got to get the bed off. That's another thing we're doing today. Got to get that gas tank out of there. And then, still got that in there so I can open the door. But yeah, these are still on blocks, so I can pull them out of there. Yeah. All right, let's get the hell out of here and go to the amusement park. All right, we made it to Magic Springs. This is just a couple of things. The horse that rocks back and forth, or I mean, the ship, the boat, whatever. Yeah, it's right there. Can't really see much of anything else from here. We'll probably try to get a little bit. We've already been on a couple of rides. Huh.
I got sick a lot.
But they got Mexican food here. Oh my God. We're gonna grub it up. Is it okay? It tastes like it's fresh out of a can.
It's pretty good.
What about yours?
I haven't tried it.
You haven't tried it?
Nope.
Put it in your mouth. And... Huh? What's the matter?
I don't like it. I'll eat it.
You don't... Okay, well, that makes me really not hungry now. Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and eat, and we'll see you back in just a little bit. Whatever. Here we all are. Everybody's sleeping. Actually on our way to go eat. We tired ourselves out. Up and down the hills. Went on a bunch of water rides. Kathleen actually rode the two biggest coasters there for the first time. She screamed and cried at first and then wanted to go back on it again. So I was really proud of her for overcoming her fear. That was just amazing. So now we're about to go over here and get us some Chinese food and then head back to the house. Well, it's a buffet, but it's still Chinese food, right? Sunday morning, I'm on my way to work. No, I didn't video anything else. We had a great weekend, though. I'm kind of getting... I'm sure a lot of you would probably understand. I'm getting tired of videoing every time we go to do something. I enjoyed time with my family this weekend. After we got done videoing at that Mexican place, which don't eat at that Mexican place at Magic Springs. It's... Unless you just like white Mexican food, that's all it is. It was kind of disappointing. And very expensive because it's at a theme park. So, with that being said, after we got done with that, we ended up going over to the water park side and enjoyed a bunch of water park stuff. I mean, we went up and down all the rides. Oh, Kathleen went on the two biggest rides, roller coasters at Magic Springs, and we were really proud of her for that because she sucked it up. She cried and screamed and was like, and then she got off the ride and she's like, can we do it again? I'm like, really? Are you sure? Can we do it again? And she's like, yeah, I want to do it again. I was like, okay, let's get back on it. And so we did it again. She got over the fear of that one. And then we went to the next level up, which it's pretty intense. It's one that goes like straight up and over and back down. So we got to go on those, and then we went over to the water park side and went around the lazy river and down a few different slides and whatnot, and we had a good time on that. Wore ourselves out. Then we came home and we went out to eat again and came home and just enjoyed watching a movie at the house and relaxed. And then yesterday, Saturday, we got up in the morning and we did a couple things around the house. Yes, I straightened up the shop. No, I didn't get the 220 plug in just yet. I need to concentrate on time with my family. Ooh, a little bumpy right there. I really need to concentrate on time with my family and doing stuff with Kathleen and my wife and things like that. We ended up going and looking at some new mobile homes, and one of the ones that we were looking at, were between $96,000 and $120,000 for just the house, and then we've got land out here that we can get for fairly cheap. So, all in all, we're looking at $150,000 total for land, house, and maybe a garage added to it. And that would be freaking amazing if we could qualify for something like that. Now, they were saying that we can qualify. They've gotten people qualified 6 months after their bankruptcy. So, I don't know. Gina's 2.5 years past their bankruptcy. It doesn't mean we want to make that jump right now, but they also told us about the possibility of taking the brand new camper we just bought and trading it in towards, depending on the deal we got, trading it in towards getting a house. Who knows? You know, that's also another possibility. Yes, then we'd have to go out and get another camper, but we could go out and get another camper that's the size that we need for going to shows and stuff like that, if that's what we decide to do with it. So there's a lot of ideas there, a lot of things we could and couldn't do, and we'll see what happens. So I don't know what the future holds. I know the rest of this year I want to stay where we are, pay off as much stuff as we can. That being said, we may have to quit show season for this year, you know, and just enjoy time around the house and using that money to pay off bills, so that by the time next tax season hits, maybe we might get into a house in less than a year and get out of that fucking trailer park. That might be a goal, you know. Don't buy anything else. Don't spend extra money that we don't need to spend. There's a lot of things that we can do to lessen the amount of money we spend and put it all towards bills, which would be the adult thing to do. You know, right now, like we said, we've got an extra $400 or $500 a month to be able to spend on bills, not fun. Which means if we cut out the fun, there's another $400 or $500 a month we can put towards bills, and we can knock out some bills. We can knock out the golf cart next, and knock out all the credit card bills till January, March, April of next year. That's a lot of time. We're only on the starting the 6th month, so we got 10 months. That's $10,000 that we could put towards bills if we did it right. That's the hard part, is doing it right, because you get overwhelmed with thinking, you know, oh, we don't ever get to do nothing, so then you want to go out and do something. You want to go out and blow money. You know, there's nothing we need right now. Really, there is nothing we need. Every time we go to the store, we walk around aimlessly trying to figure out something to buy. And that's all, and all that is because we have everything we need right now. So that's what we're looking at right now, is the decreasing the amount of money we spend and watching what we're doing so that we can make this next jump maybe a little sooner. I mean, me and my wife, we're like right now kind of people. That's why we got new cars and new campers and all that new shit. But yeah, we need to make that jump. I mean, between the camper and the lot rent is $365, but as the summer hits, we're going to be using more and more electricity, which means this month it was $377. So that's $12 over what we're supposed to pay in electricity that we used. So next month I expect it to be closer to maybe even $450. So let's say $450 a month on that. We're paying almost like $425 on the camper. That's $875. $875 is a pretty nice house with land. If we added $200 more to that, even $300, you know, we're around the $1,100 mark, we'd be sitting really nice in a really nice house. Man, some of these houses we walked into were huge. It's everything that my wife and I would want. You know, looking at a little bit smaller bedrooms, nice bathrooms, but a huge double living room, dining room, and kitchen. And it's a big like L shape. You've got a dining room here, you got the kitchen here, and dining room, and then another living room. And that would be perfect for us being able to get the whole family together and have a big get together like that. So that's something that we're looking at. Really excited. We'll see what happens. We've got 10 months. Let's see how the next 10 months go. I may or may not be doing videos twice a week I'll try. I'm kind of getting, like I said, I'm getting kind of burned on it right now. But I want to keep you guys updated as to what we're doing and what we're not doing. And move along like that. I do want to work on the Ranger a little bit here and there, because if I don't, it may come down to where the park says, oh, look, that thing hasn't moved. Is it a pile of junk? Well, it's licensed and it's insured. So they really can't get me on that. It doesn't matter if I don't move it. We've got other people in that area that have vehicles that have just covers over them. They're not using them either. So they really can't yell at me for that. Plus, it looks nice sitting where it's sitting. So yeah, I've talked for 9 minutes on my trip to the yard. That's where I'm going right now. And then I got to go to Rosemont, Minnesota this week. I'll be up there tomorrow sometime and make a delivery, and then turn around and come back down. And look, I'm wearing my seatbelt. So, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Comment at the bottom. What are you guys going through? You know, I know some of you have gotten new houses. Some of you have gotten new apartments. You guys are making transitions as well. A couple of you have moved into a camper, and you guys are loving it. So yeah, this is life, and we're all trying to move forward. April's over here in the passenger seat looking at me like, what are you doing? I gotta move over before I run over this Cadillac, and then I'm gonna move back over in front of the Cadillac. All right, thumbs up. Moving forward in life, always pay attention to what you're doing with your life. Otherwise, you'll fall behind like me. Hell, I'm 45 years old. My house should be halfway paid for by now. That's the way I look at it. I should be in a house and halfway paid for by now, but I kept jumping. When I first got here to Arkansas 23 years ago, something like that, I bought a house. I had a house, and everything was going great, and something messed up with that. I ended up getting a trailer home, brand new, moved it out onto somebody's property, and that was a mistake. Almost didn't get my house back. Then I ended up in the trailer park where you guys first met me, and got my house, brought it back over there. Then I sold that, moved in with my wife because my wife had a bigger house, and then we jumped from there. We thought we were doing a good deal with the lease on the house, and that all fell through. So now we're here again. It's like a fucking do-over. 45 years old. I basically, the way I look at it, I wasted the past 20 years of my life jumping around. Shit happens. Keep moving forward. But we're going to keep doing. We're not going to give up. We're going to keep trying. See you guys on the next video.